I tell you, it's been a morning. Um, let's see. Great. That's where I hold on. Found that song, and I'll get that posted. Okay, so I don't know if you all notice this or not, but every morning when I get on here, I always have like a little welcome, like a hey, happy Monday, happy Tuesday, happy Wednesday, good morning, blah blah blah. And then also too, I always hi Kathy. I always find a like a little emoji, like a little YouTube one. And it's either like a little heart or it can be like a little thumbs up. And today's little emoji is this pink, it looks like maybe an alligator that's like, ah! That is my morning. In fact, just telling you about it, I broke out in a sweat. And I'm like, ee! So I always hi Julie. I always am like very conscientious of the time, and it was one of those mornings where I mean it's been an exciting morning. I've had to do a lot of stuff. I posted my Doc Martens promotion on Instagram, and that is always nerve wracking. And I don't know if you, and because what has to happen is, I mean, there's certain regulations that have to happen. Of course, you have to say that it's an ad, but I have to tag the right things. I have to tag the right people. I have to like do the right wording. I have to have the right hashtags. So this morning I was like just really concentrating on everything, and I posted it. It didn't post right, but I was able to go in and fix it. So I got it on Instagram, and I'll show you the ad. I just can't add the music, but I'll sing to you. I'll sing to you while I'm showing it to you. But I posted it on Instagram, and then I jumped over to TikTok because I'm putting the same ad over there. And the music that I had picked was no longer available. And I'm like, because every single aspect of any sort of promotion that you do is approved by the brand. So I was like, oh, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? So I was already running late because of the whole Instagram problem, and I had to take Indy for her walk. So I got Indy's walk done. And then, of course, I had to record my outfit of the day for you because I am absolutely loving my style videos that I've been doing. So I'm like, let me style you. And I'm like showing you everything. And then, oh my gosh. And then I had to come over here. I had to find a new song for TikTok and I had to get it approved. And that is why that alligator is looking like that. So, Lonnie's going to take a deep breath and I'm going to just be like, okay, cool. I got my new song approved. So after I'm all done here, I'll take a breath, I'll go live on Amazon, and then I will post my TikTok. And on top of all of this, my niece is here. She's in town. She lives up in Washington. Now, I only have one niece and one nephew. That's all I have. It's my sister before she passed away. She had a son and a daughter. And my niece is married. She lives up in the very tippy parts of Washington. And she is down here visiting her best friend from high school and her family. So she's coming by today. And we're going to go to lunch, and then we're going to go to Ross's and Marshall's, and we're just going to have a fun day hanging out. So that has added to the pressures of me trying to get like all of this done before I went live. So, oh my goodness, it is just what it is. So let me show you the ad that I did for, or the campaign that I did for Doc Martens. Now, I actually did two different videos. I did two different concept styles. They're similar, but not the same. And then Doc Martens picked one because they'll run one campaign on their profile, and then I'm running mine on mine. So I actually did two different videos. Now, the one that they picked, I will show you once it's live. I'm not going to show you that until they post it. but I will, when that is posted, I'll show you that one also. So the one that I just, oh, you know what? Let's do it this way. Let's do it a different way. I'm going to actually show it to you on Instagram because because here's the thing is it's like, I'm wondering, because I don't want to get in trouble for like royalty music, but I don't know. Maybe I'll just roll the dice and then that way you can see it, how it's actually on Instagram. So, which by the way, I just hit 130,000 followers on Instagram. I'm super excited about that. It's been really cool. I'm really happy about that. So, okay. All right. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's see. Let me see how we are going to do this because again, it's not working the way I want it to, but again, I know how to fix it quickly. So then that way we can see it. So I'm going to go to there and then I'm going to say, no, not that. I'm going to say this. Sweet, sweet, sweet. I love it when a plan comes together. All right. So this is yours truly. Here's me. Doink. And this, I wore that outfit. I wore the outfit with the white tank top and the suspenders and those pants that I found thrifting. So let's see if we can hear this. Oh, wait.
Give me them good times, good times. Nothing but good vibes, good vibes. Give me that sunshine, sunshine. Every day is a new beginning, every day is a gift to hold up high. Everyone has a way to carry. Give me that sunshine, sunshine.
But that is the little Instagram reel that I did. And I will have just basically the same, it's going to be the same video, but just with different music over on TikTok. So hello, Claire. Rachel says, head shave stream when I do that like every couple of weeks. I just buzzed my hair yesterday. So we'll do it sometime next week. But I usually, it gets to the point where it's a little difficult, but I'll do like every other time or so I'll buzz my hair. So yeah, that was it. And it was a lot of fun to make. And again, and I'm going to go back, I'm going to digress a little bit, but I remember talking to you all about that campaign when I was filming it. And because I did a campaign for Doc Martens last year, just about this time. And I remember like having such like a struggle with it. It was really hard for me to do it last year, just because I was kind of struggling with my, oh, I saw it today in one of my breaks. Very nice. Thank you, Polly. So I just was like, it was like last year, looking back at last year's campaign compared to this year, the amount of growth that I've experienced personally is just awe-inspiring for myself. And I kind of like took a moment and I was like really trying to figure out where that growth and where that confidence has come from. And I'm telling you right now, it has come from buzzing my hair. The simple fact that I followed my heart and I followed what it's Lay Diana's here. Good morning. And I just followed my heart. I followed my gut, my instinct, and I buzzed my hair. And I didn't really realize the amount of confidence that it has given me until I looked back at a year ago. And I was like, wow. Because, like I said, I really struggled when I made my first campaign for them, just because I felt it was so weird, because I can still remember, I was out there and I was filming and I guess it's really cool. I just didn't feel cool. I was having the imposter syndrome. Let's just put it that way. And so I was just looking back, just totally awe-inspired. And I'm like, wow, what a difference a year make. Hello, Tiggy. So Tiggy says, visited my college town, hung out on campus, now driving back to Texas. Oh, very cool. That sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, I figured it was campus. I didn't know what a camoose was. So that's what I have going on. And I got to tell you, oh, can you see that one? Yes, I'm pretty sure you can. Um, let me, yeah, you know what? I'm pretty sure we can because it was right about this time. And I am going to search. I'm going to talk to you all while I'm searching, but let's go ahead and go back years because it was a year ago. So it would be in 2022. So we have 2022, and it was right about this time. And don't you love how I'm talking to you about when I'm pushing buttons? So it was, nope, that's too far back. It was right about July, and it was before? Okay, and no, I am determined to find it. So we are going to go back here. Okay, that will be a little bit easier for me to find. Now, I remember my hair. Let me go there. So my hair was cut. And I had my cut hair. And it was not February. It wasn't March. Hold on. I have a lot of pictures. A lot of pictures. It was right about, let's say, okay, so I was here, I was out and about, everything's starting to look familiar. I was starting to do my vlogging. I don't ever know why I would wear that outfit. And I was going, there's where we got Indy. I got a tattoo. So I am going to be talking about today while I look for this. Okay, so that was my birthday. So that was June. So I'm going to be talking today mostly about about having your, okay, so one of the things that was the hardest for me was when I got sober was my self-care. So we're going to be talking about that today. And if you are going to be here soon, I know you are. I got a tattoo there. I know what I'm looking for, and I will find it. I will find it because I'm stubborn like that. And it is in my pictures. I have that. Oh, I went to a Mad Rabbit event in July. And will I get it? Ooh, nope. Hang in there. I'm getting to the time. I know it's right around here. Robert's birthday. I went to San Francisco. I came back because I'm here in front of you. And gosh darn it. All right, if I can't find it here soon, I am going to give up. Believe it or not. Okay, so I was in Old Town there. Oh my gosh, I have on leather pants in the middle of a heat wave. Don't know why I did that. Oh, I found it. I found it. I knew I would. Okay. Okay, so this was me, and I am, let's go ahead and make sure that the volume is on. I knew we would do it. I just knew it. All right, so here is this one. All right, so let's play this one. No, that's not it. Hold on. Gosh darn it. But it's getting close. Do, do, do. So it was there. It was, because that's where I filmed it. So it has to be around here. See, you got me on a wild goose chase. So let's see here. All right. Oh, there's my Doc Martens. And all right. Well, I guess I'm going to give up. But I will tell you right now. All right. Nope. I can't find it. I'm sorry. I thought I could, but that just kind of gives you an idea of what I'll do is I'm going to actually see, I get so stubborn. See, here's the thing is I don't know if you realize this or not, but I get super stubborn. Okay. I get really stubborn and I get like laser vision. And in my brain, I'm like, why are you doing this, Lonni? And my brain's like, I don't know. I can't stop. And I'm like, I'll find it. So what I'm going to do is I am going to find it and I will show that to you tomorrow. And it is just a difference of I still have those same clothes. I just didn't feel comfortable in my own skin. There you go. I did it. I broke the pattern. I tell you, I do this to y'all all the time, and I am so sorry that I am so stubborn. So I do want to show you my eyeshadow today because yesterday I really liked my eyeshadow, and today I like it just as much, but I did it just a little bit different, and I'm going to show you what I used. I found this palette. It's from Revolution, and it's from the series... Julie, it's okay. You know what? You cannot be responsible for me being a psycho. So I am going to leave it at that. So I found this at TJ Maxx the other day when I was filming a video, and I absolutely love the colors in this palette. And the color that I have been using lately that I absolutely love in the corners of my eyes is this color right here called Thorn. And it's kind of like... It's not a brown and it's not a burgundy, but it is definitely right in the middle. And yesterday, what I put in the corner of my eyes right here was this little like champagne color, and I really like that. But today I decided to do something a little bit different, and I put this gold in the middle, in the corner of my eyes, and I really like that. So I did that, and then I have I'm still using my blue, Urban Decay eyeliner, and I've been using that on just my top lid, and I use this in place of a black liner. I think it adds just as much of a pop, but without it being too dark and too heavy. So I have the blue liner on top, and then what I do is what I've been doing is this darker color right here. I've been taking that and I've been putting it underneath my eyes. So I've been using this eyeshadow as the liner on the bottom of my lid. And I really like that look. And if I'm feeling like super bold and like I want to be super adventurous with my eye makeup, I'll be like really like, I'll put a lot of it underneath there just to kind of make it like a little bit of a shading underneath. But for today, I just put like a nice little right underneath, and I really liked that. And then, of course, I finished off with my L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. And again, I want to show you how I have been cleaning up underneath my eye. And I came up with this technique, and I'm sure other people have done this, but I've been doing this every single day. But once I put my eyeshadow on, I get a Q-tip, and I take this little Holy Hydration eye cream, and then I just clean up underneath my eye. And what that does is, because I do have a little fine lines and wrinkles under there, I mean, they're there. And what this does is it cleans up the eyeshadow, and then it adds a little boost of moisture, and it really makes underneath my eyes feel nice and soft. So I clean it up with that. And then the last thing I want to show you is, I don't know if I've showed you this before, but I have this little e.l.f. product, and it cleans my brushes, and it's just like a little Brillo pad in a box. So whenever I want to switch between eyeshadows, I'm just like, and then it stays in there and it cleans my brushes. So I wanted to show you that today. You know, it was just one of those days. I'm a screaming alligator today, but I wanted to show you my eyeshadow because I really liked it. I liked it yesterday, and I even like it today. Breath. Yay! All right. So yesterday was fun. I think that we had a really positive live yesterday. And today we are going to be talking about self care after sobriety because I think that this is because sometimes when we talk about sobriety, it's like black and white. We don't really see the little nuances that go along with sobriety. And part of that is like learning how to have self-care. And for all of those decades that I was in the depths of my actual addiction, I not only did I not really have a whole lot of money, but I just didn't really care about myself enough I didn't value me. I didn't value my health enough to go to the doctors very often or the dentist. You know, truthfully, when my kids were younger, I only could afford medical insurance for them, and I went without medical insurance for probably 8, 9 years. And I used to joke around with my kids, and it's actually not really very funny, but I used to tell them all the time, you know what, if something happens to me, drag me into my car, roll it down the street, and then because I only had auto insurance. And so I went through a really, really long period of not having the medical insurance. So I would only do my basic necessities, you know, my Pap smear and my mammogram. And other than that, I just suffered through any illness I had. And so, you know, and not having that available, I really didn't it didn't I had no motivation other I just didn't go to the doctors. And then on top of that, I absolutely could not afford dental insurance. And even when you have dental insurance, it's really expensive to go to the dentist. So I got sober and I'm sitting there and I'm starting to take care of myself. You know, I went and um, started going more regularly to the doctors because I have to tell you, once I stopped gambling and giving the casinos all my money, I could actually afford medical insurance. So I was going to the doctors and I knew, I mean, I'm, when you have bad gums, you know you have bad gums. And I knew that that time period of not going to the dentist wrecked my gums. And so I'm sitting there, and on one hand, I'm sober. On one hand, I have I want to take care of myself. And then on the other hand, I was absolutely mortified and embarrassed to walk into that dentist office and be like, hey, I haven't been to the dentist in 10 years. This is a mess. So, you know, good luck with that. Julie says, I have been there. Only recently I am taking care of myself better. So I just had a hysterectomy on Monday. Really? How are you feeling, Julie? Because I had one. I had horrendous fibroids and I had a hysterectomy and I instantly felt so much better. And it was like, I walked out of the hospital feeling better than I walked into the hospital. But so I'm sitting there and, you know, and I'm starting to take care of myself. And it was like an obstacle that I did not calculate into my sober journey. And that obstacle was, you know, facing these kind of circumstances. And so you're doing good. Awesome. So I was like, wow, you know what? You have two choices, Lonni. You are either going to just continue to not go to the dentist and your teeth are going to fall out of your head, or you're going to, you know, hone up to the last decade. You're going to walk into the dentist office and whatever is said, and you're just going to go from there. So I made an appointment for my dentist and I walked in and what I had wanted, here's what I had wanted. I wanted them to take x-rays, of course, to see if I had any cavities. I wanted to have my teeth cleaned and, you know, polished and whitened. And I wanted to, you know, kind of like maybe come up with a game plan for like long-term dental care. So I walk in, hi. And I sit down, they take the x-rays and I go into the little room and I'm waiting for the dentist. And he comes in and he just kind of has this look. And I'm like, let me just stop you right there. I go, I know my mouth it has been neglected. I'm going to tell you right there. I already know. I already know that we have some work to do. And I already know that you're going to tell me that it's in bad shape. So don't beat around the bush. I already know this. I mean, it's my mouth. You already know what's going on with you. So he's like, yeah. So they did like those little tests where, they like stick a little thing in there and then they call off a number because they want to see how bad your gums have receded. Because what happens is that bacteria gets into your gums, between your gums and your teeth, and then it gets pockets, and then it actually starts to deteriorate the bone that your teeth is anchored to. I learned all sorts of stuff. So he's all like, he goes, your dental situation right here can affect your health. It's that bad. And I'm like, oh, I knew it was bad. I just didn't know it was that bad. And so he's calling out these numbers. He's like 9, 9, 8, 9, 9, 7. And the numbers were like, I'm like on a scale of 1 to 10, I am really close to those 10s in a lot of areas. And he's like, you need surgery. And I'm like, blah, 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 what? And he's like, you need surgery. We need to repair your gums. We need to repair the bone that is in your mouth that your teeth are anchored to. So we need to do a bone graft. And I'm like, I zoned out. And I'm like, I don't want surgery. And he's like, well, you need surgery. And I'm like, let's both take a moment here and let's talk about this. And he's like, he's like, I'm telling you right now that it's really bad. I'm like, okay, again, let's take a breath, doctor. Let's talk about this. And so what happened is that he was like, I'm going to refer you to an orthopedic surgeon. Not orthopedic? No, like something periodontal. An orthopedic is something else. It's like periodontal surgery. And so I'm like, okay, that's cool, but I'm not going to do surgery because I can fix this. And I'm like, just clean my teeth and, let's go to step 2. And he's like, cleaning your teeth is only going to make it worse at this point. We need to do a deep clean where we like numb you up and we get right in there. And instantly I was like, ooh, because every fear I ever had of like what was going on. So I'm like, okay, great. I'm here to make a difference. I'm here to prove to myself that I am going to have self-care. So let's go. Let's make the appointment. Let's get those deep cleans. I'll talk to your periodontal. I think that's the right name, surgeon, but we're going to put this on a pause. So I met with the surgeon and he's like, you need surgery. I'm like, nope, we're going to try it my way first. I go, let me try it my way. And if that doesn't work, I'll hear what you have to say. And he's like, you'll be back. You'll be back. He goes, nobody ever changes like this. You'll be back. And I'm like, dude, you have never met me before. You have no idea how tenacious I am. And now you are just basically double dog daring me to take better care of my teeth. So I'm like, game on. Let's do this. Let me show you what I can do. So I ended up getting the deep cleaning, which I still remember. And it was like, they had to numb up the entire side of, and this is funny, but not funny at the same time. They had to numb up the entire side of my face. So my face was like that. And my mom just happened to be in the hospital at that time. And I had to go in straight from the dentist to go see her. And this side of my face is just drooping down. And people thought that I was there for me. People are like, are you okay? And I'm like, I'm perfectly fine. I just can't feel the side of my face. And they're like, yeah, we know you need help. I'm like, no, I just went to the dentist. I'll be fine, as I was drooling out of the side of my face. So anywho, I went and I had this side done, got it all cleaned up. And then like 2 weeks later, I went and I had this side done and I got it all cleaned up. I mean, they went in, they cleaned out everything. And then it was up to me. All right. The dentist could only do so much, but it was up to me to change the way I looked at myself. And it was up to me on what I was going to do from that moment forward. And what I chose to do was to have good good self good dental routine at home, and some self-love. And I'm telling you, I got myself a nice little toothbrush, one of those automatic ones. I got my dental floss, I got my mouthwash, and every morning, brush, 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 floss, floss, floss. Every night, brush, brush, floss, floss, rinse, rinse. And I did that, and I went back every 3 months on like clockwork. I went back every 3 months to help to get an additional cleaning to help with my pockets. And the last time, and that's been what, like since 2016. This has been the journey since 2016. And to let you know what happened is that I actually started healing my gums. I never had to get surgery. And the last time I went to the dentist, I had like twos and threes instead of nines and eights. So the moral of this story is it's never too late to start giving yourself that self-care and that self-love. And it was, again, one of those little things that I didn't really anticipate when I was choosing to get sober. And it just amazes me how much more self-care I have now than I did when I was drinking, because truthfully, you're not in control of your thoughts. And I'm telling you right now, there is such a difference between drinking like, hey, I'm going to have a beer after work, and maybe once a week. That's drinking. And then there's addiction. And the addiction is where the only thing you can focus on is your next drink. And you just don't have any self-love. You have no self value. And it's so important, I think, in a sober journey, to start just telling yourself that you matter. You deserve happiness. You deserve good health. You deserve self-love. You deserve all of these things just as much as the next person. And to me, that's so important. But also, too, it also makes it important to know that whether you have an addiction or a drinking problem or anything else, if you don't have that quality of self-love, if it's just something that you have let slip, now's the time to start having it. And it's important, because it's really easy for me to be like, before sober, after sober, before sober, after sober, because it's such a monumental difference. It's like changing trains going in different directions. It's huge. That was like a big monumental thing in my life. Sometimes if you don't have those monumental changes, it's not as easy to see what needs to be worked on. So I just want you all to have that same level of like, yeah, you know what, darn it, I do deserve to be happy. And I do deserve to make sure that I see my dentist every 3 months, every 6 months. And I do deserve to eat right. And I do deserve to exercise. And I do deserve to feel good about myself, because ultimately, at the end of the day, we have just as much opportunity to have that as the next person. And by golly, if I have to come on here every single day and remind you of that, then that's exactly what I'm going to do. Because, and it's so weird, but looking back at it is like nobody ever really stopped and was like, you know what, Lonni, you deserve to live a different life. And, and I'm here to tell you, you deserve to live a different life. Period. End of story. So I decided to look at, I have a scratch on my desk. Bummer. I decided to look at some different ways to whitening your teeth, because that was another thing. It's like I didn't go to the dentist for a very long time. And you have to remember, I smoked over a pack a day. I drank Diet Coke like it was just going out of style. And truthfully, sodas are way worse than coffee. I drank sodas, I smoked, and I didn't go to the dentist. So my teeth were not very pearly white. And they were, let's just say they were not pearly white. So I have done a lot of work to get my teeth back to the point where I feel that they look good. And here's the thing is, do you remember, I don't know if y'all watch Friends or not, but do you remember that one episode where Ross goes in and he gets his teeth whitened and he like had a date and they were so white every time they turned off the light that they were like, iridescent. I don't know if you all watch that or not, but I think that is one of the funniest episodes. And that's what I don't want that. I mean, I've seen people and they go and they go in and it's professionally done. And, each to your own. And I might want to get my teeth just a little whiter than I've done on my own. But sometimes I see people and they just have like boing, white teeth. And I personally am very happy with somewhere between, Ross white teeth and where I'm at right now. And I have tried, like I said, I have tried all sorts of different ways. Now, one of the best ways to get your teeth a little bit whiter is, and I see them all the time on Amazon, is to get one of those LED lights. Those are supposed to work really well. And let me check one out while we're sitting here talking to each other, because what I've been using is that, here's another thing. It's like, oh yeah. And he overdid his tan too. So he could just see his teeth. Remember the tan one where it would like spray on him and he had the timing wrong and he kept on forgetting to turn around. Oh my gosh. I love that series. You know what? That series, for whatever, love or hate it, it has always been a kind of series that I can sit down and I can watch any of the episodes and just laugh. And I love that for my TV and my entertainment. That is absolutely what I look for. Hello, Dawn. How are you, my friend? Okay, so teeth whitening LED. So let's see what we got here. Okay, so you know what? Truthfully, I'm going to pull this over. It's not bad. And I'm looking on Amazon right now. And as you can see, I was going to say, that looks like a shot. And there's no way I'm giving myself a shot. But what these are these just basically, you put this liquid into this tray and you stick it in your mouth. And then it has that LED. So, oh, wow. So on this one, it says it's been rated 38,982 times. And it has come on now. It has what do you have? It has a 4.3 rating. And it is $29.99. And it says you can smile with confidence. So let's see this.
Whiter teeth are possible with the V-Beauty Premium At-Home Teeth Whitening Kit. 5 powerful LED bulbs accelerate the teeth whitener gel to break up and dissolve stubborn stains caused by food, wine, smoking, and aging. The one-size-fits-all mouth tray snaps on and off the LED light easily for easy cleaning. The V-Beauty kit features dentist-grade carbamide polymer gel whitener
and she's going in
pre-mixed, mess-free syringes.
She turns it on.
The integrated 10-minute timer allows time to relax or do other tasks while teeth whiten effortlessly.
I would go to the store with that in my mouth.
So forget about expensive and painful trips to the dentist for teeth whitening. The remineralizing gel is to strengthen tooth enamel and deter tooth sensitivity. Whiten effortlessly from the comfort of your home with the
Okay, so I don't know if it was just me, but she was talking really creepy. It looks like a pretty cool product, but she kind of lost me at the whole and then you put it in your mouth. And I don't know. I am such a fast talker that when I hear slow talkers, it just kind of, it's like, ooh, that freaks me out. So I think what I'm going to do is, because you know what? I am the guinea pig of the group. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on Amazon and I'm going to buy one of those teeth whitening, the LED ones, and I'm going to try it out for us. Because I do that Amazon influencer thing. And if it works, I think that that's for $30. I think that's a really cool thing. And I have done the whole Smile Club because when I was working, I was so stressed when I was working that I actually pushed my teeth, my front teeth out with my tongue because I'd be like, and so I needed to get like those trays that they were like braces, but they're like trays. And I did that and I got my teeth straighter than they were. And so, along with that, they had their little teeth whitening system. Oh, cool. You know what, Teresa? I'll go ahead if you don't mind. And because I love you dearly, I will put a link down below. And truthfully, if you could use that link, I would really appreciate it because I do earn commissions off of the things that are purchased through Amazon. So I promise I'll put a link right after this is done. And yeah, if you get it, definitely let me know what you think about it. And then I will do it also. Dawn says, can I ask a question? Is there a lot of women who are 59 who really have a lot of tattoos? I have two, and all of a sudden I feel like I'm a weirdo where I live having two. You know what, Dawn? I personally, I thank you, Teresa. I mean, pretty much everybody on this live has tattoos. And you might live in an area where there's not a whole lot of people with tattoos, but even where I live in Southern California, I have more than a lot of women my age. But I don't care because this is my body and my self-expression. And oh, Jim the Gator Man says, I have 0 tats. Well, Jim doesn't have any, but you know what, Jim? That's okay. I still like you a whole lot. It's truthfully, and here's the thing. And here, I mean, I knew when I was getting my tattoos and I knew at my age that I was going against the norm of what women my age usually do. And I'm perfectly fine with that because you know what? I'll go against the norm every single day of the week so long as I get to be myself. And if you stand out and if you feel like other people don't look like you, I think that that is something to applaud and it's something to celebrate because we're told as we are told as a society that we're supposed to blend in. We're told that we're supposed to just kind of like we're all supposed to look alike and it's kind of a cookie cutter thing. You know, you get to be a certain age, you need to wear beige. You get to be a certain age and you're just supposed to fade away. So if you want more tattoos, I say get them. And I mean, at 59, I think it's about time we stop trying to fit in and we start trying to be our true authentic self. And I hope that that motivates you to just get as many as you want. Because I'm telling you right now, I've been on social media now for 5 years, and the amount of women my age that I see with tattoos is much, much more than what there used to be. And they could have been out there. I'm just seeing them more, and they're becoming more seen. Kathy says, I am 51 and I have 2 tattoos. I want more, but not great with needles. I want more, but I just don't have the income to just be like, I'm just going to get it. Okay. Don says, okay, thank you. Claire says, I am 50 and I have lots of tattoos and some piercings, planning on more. See, there you go. We are a little group of women with tattoos, except for Jim. But you know what? We like him anyway. Polly says, I have about 80% of my body tattooed, started at age 35, and I am 44 now. For me, it was the one thing I was missing, and I will get more. You know what, Polly? That's a really cool way to put it, is that it was the one thing that was missing. And it kind of goes back to the whole, like when I was explaining my hair, it's when you look at yourself and you're like, there's something missing in this picture. It's so important to figure out what that missing part is, whether it is a haircut, a tattoo, a style, whatever it is, you need to find what is missing and do it. And absolutely, this is your path. This is your journey. In fact, yesterday I had a realtor knock on my door. And I had worked with him in the past. I've known him forever. And I was like, oh my gosh. And he's like, oh my gosh, Lonnie, I had no idea you lived here. So I went out and I talked to him. And we were talking about social media because he is younger and he really wants to get into it and, start posting more. And he's like, what is your one advice that you can give me? And what I told him is the exact same thing I want to tell you on or off of social media. Is the simple fact is that you're the only one that can tell your story. All right. Nobody else can tell you your story. It is you. It is yours. You have to tell it exactly the way you want. And when you tell your story, you tell it in so many different ways. You, again, style, haircut, makeup, tattoos. That's how you are representing yourself. And your story, it's like the book of one. This book is only published once. There's no co-authors. There's no contributing thing. This is your story, your book, and you have to write it the way you want. So, Dawn, if you want those tattoos, by golly, those are your story. And you have to say it and you have to express it and you have to live it the way you want to. Because if you hold yourself back, if you're like, well, gosh, you know what? This just isn't fitting in with the norms. I'm telling you right now, this is where people regret age is when they stop living. You know what? It's like if I stopped expressing myself because of my age, it would make me wish I had done more when I was younger. But I don't have to worry about that because I'm doing everything I want to now. So, my friend, that was for you. Don said, I'm glad I found you. I have OCD so bad and I felt like I'm sick from how I felt. Please don't judge me. No, you know what? And this is a judge-free zone. And I'm telling you right now, my story, you're seeing my story years in the making. All right. When I first really started embracing myself, there wasn't this level of confidence. This is something I have worked on daily. I remember when I started my second sleeve, I was like, why is everybody suddenly staring at me? I've had a lot of tattoos for a really long time. Why are you staring at me? And it was the simple fact that I had 2 sleeves. People were like, ooh, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is weird. And in all transparency and all honesty, there was a moment that I was like, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I took it too far. And you know what? I maybe thought that for a day. And then I was like, no, you know what? I didn't go too far because this is my body and this is my story. So even I have suffered those thoughts, but it's what do I do with those thoughts? And I put those thoughts where they needed to be on a shelf and not in my daily thinking. So again, this is something, Dawn, that every day you need to wake up and be like, this is my version. I like it. And this is for nobody else but me. And then hopefully that will help. Dawn says, you're a big help to me because I feel so alone and I'm glad you have live just found. Well, you know what? Don't feel alone. And that's just the whole thing. It's like life can be lonely. And every once in a while, you just need to find a tribe that is like, hey, I see you and I accept you for you being exactly who you are. And that's what this is all about. And you know what? And you don't have to have a tattoo to be here. And you don't have to be over 50 to be here. And you don't have to be a woman to be here because the messages that I give and the things that I say are universal. They are for anybody. I mean, there could be somebody out there, let's just say her name is Joan. Joan can be out there with 0 tattoos and she would still have the same insecurities that we have because she can be like, you know what? My style it just isn't as good as everybody else's. I just don't think I should wear that. You know, I just don't feel good about myself. And everybody has those struggles. And I think it's once you realize that everybody has those struggles, they just hide it. And so all of those people, yeah, Kathy says you're not alone. Don, lots of friends here. Absolutely. And here's the thing. It's like we assume so much about other people. You know, you can walk by somebody in the store and you could be like, man, she is put together. She must be so confident. I mean, her outfit is spot on. Her makeup is perfect. Her shape is gorgeous. Man, I wish I could have her confidence. And you have absolutely no idea about what's going on inside of her head. You know what? She could be riddled with insecurity on the inside, and we only get to see the outside. So we automatically assume that everybody is so much more confident and everybody is so much happier than we are. And you have to realize is that you're not alone. And these people who might look at you weird, I mean, maybe they're looking at you because they like your tattoos. Maybe they're looking at you like, wow, you know what? She's really cool. She has a tattoo. And they have this look on their face, you know. We just automatically assume that they're like, ugh, look at her. She has tattoos. And we just don't know that. Unless those words actually come out of their face, we don't know that. And we are just assuming the worst. So we just have to just be a little bit more of like, hey, you know what? We're all in the same lake. We're just all in our own individual canoes. And we all have insecurities, and we all have good days, and we all have bad days. And we just need to realize that we're just sitting there, you know, canoeing along. And we just need to remember that we are not unique in our own journey of self-expression. There you go. That's what I'm going to say. That's what I'm going to say. So I am going to get that teeth whitener thing, and I will. So Teresa and I are going to be the guinea pigs on that one, and we're going to get the teeth whitener, and I'm going to see if that works. And here's the thing. The only thing that really worries me about that is I could see myself drooling when I'm wearing that, because I'm going to be like, and then I'm going to forget to swallow, and it's going to be like, and then, so if that happens, I will for sure take a video so you can see. But I'll try it here live, and then we'll see if I can actually pull it off, because I don't know. Sometimes, and you know what? I think sometimes I probably tell you all too much, but sometimes I will bend down to pet Liberty and I'll forget to swallow, and then I spit on my own dog. And she's like, why are you doing that? I'm like, I don't know. I just forgot to swallow. And so, like I said, y'all tell me I am completely honest, and that's completely honest. And Robert and Brandon will look at me and they'll be like, did you just drool on the dog? And I'll be like, yes. But okay, so part of the whole imposter syndrome is that you can't take yourself seriously. And I think I have totally nailed that one. Period. All right, so I did do my style video for the day, and of course I'm going to be posting that. And so what I'm doing really quick, and I'm super excited about this, is that because I have my videos where I'm like, let me style you, and I'm starting to have more of a theme. So the next one coming out is going to be let me style you trying something new, and I'm going to show you some new styles I got. And then the one after that is going to be let me style you. Kathy says, I bet Indy could tell a few stories. Well, you know what? She spits on me just as much. All right. When we're walking, she has a tendency to forget to swallow also. And then she shakes her head. And by the time I come home from our walk, I've got like little dog spit all over me. So we're even on that one. But the style video that I'm doing after that one is like a casual style, and then I'm going to be doing like let me style you free people style. So I'm really, really, really excited where that sort of video is going. But let me show you my dress really quick and how I styled it. All right, so it's just this little slip dress. and I'm wearing it with my sambas. And this is going to be a part of my Let Me Style You like a casual outfit, because I think just like a little slip dress and then a pair of tennis shoes is super cute, or a skirt with tennis shoes and all of that. And then, okay, I'm going to confess something. All right. I'm going to confess it right now. That I think if you saw my Shop With Me Free People video, remember those green pants that I tried on? The ones that looked kind of like a skirt, but they had pants and they had pockets. I think I'm having a really hard time not buying them. I mean, I'm just going to confess. And I was going to wait until I found them on sale, but I don't think I am going to wait, and I want to show them to you, and I want your opinion. So let's see here. But I found them in brown, and I promise you that it's not going to take as long to find these as it did for me looking for that Doc Martens ad from last year. So I am going to find, oh, here they are. Ha, see, told you so, I told you so. So I think I'm gonna, these are the ones that I tried on in the video, and they have like a little short here. They have the open, and then they have pockets. And I think that these are just, see, these are so unique. I just think if I don't get them and they sell out, I'm going to be super bummed. But I want to get them in the brown. And I thought that just like this little outfit, of course I wouldn't wear a tube top, but I thought like the black little muscle tank I got with these, and then I have Birkenstocks, or I'm thinking even like with loafers, and during the winter time and fall, I can wear them with a pair of high boots. I mean, thoughts. I still have a couple of weeks of using my birthday as an excuse. So what do you, yeah, Dawn says that will sell out. See, that's what I was thinking. And I'm really thinking that, you know, as for being a good businesswoman, I think I need to jump on these things when they become available, because how else am I going to show you this amazing style if I don't own it? So I will, I'm going to be able to justify this one way or the other, but they're sitting in my cart, and I think I'm just going to get them. And when is my birthday? August 5th. So and it's on a Saturday, and I decided I'm going to spend my birthday with you all. So if you never get a chance to see me live because you're at work, it's going to be a Saturday live stream, and I'm going to come on here and I'm going to hang out with you guys for my birthday. So it's like, who do I want to celebrate my birthday with? And I'm like, I know who, my YouTube family. So I will be doing a birthday live stream. I'm so excited. I'm going to be 59. And again, you know what? Age is just a number. Julie says, happy early birthday. Thank you very much. And here's the really, I think, cool way that I'm looking at my age. All right. I have a message to send out. I have nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I have my platform where I really try to encourage you all to be who you are at any age. And so here I am, and I'm like, this is going to be cool. It's going to be even cooler when I'm older. You know what? I'm going to be doing the same thing, and I'm going to be rocking the same style in my 60s. If God gives me the blessing of making it to my 60s and my 70s, I'm going to still be sitting here. I'm still going to be saying the same message, and I'm still going to be rocking the same style, because my mom was 82 when she passed away, and her closet, any 20-year-old could have walked into her closet and picked out a very stinking cute outfit and been like, hey, this is awesome. So I am in that really unique position, I think, where every year I get older, it makes my message even more relevant. So I'm like, yeah, come on, 59, and then watch out, 60s, man. I am going to be on fire. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how much more fierier I can get, but it's going to be fun. So yeah, Kathy's all like, yeah. And you know what? And here's the thing. It's like I have I have so much fun and I have so much energy. And I was thinking about it earlier today. And I know that sometimes I get a little bit of negative comments, but I have no time and I have no room for that. I mean, I have some energy that I want to share with you, and I share it with those people who I love, and I share it with the people that I want to share it with. And so if you get it, you get it. And if you don't, you don't. So tomorrow, I promise I will. Did your mom have tattoos? Dawn, my mom, I was 30 when I got my first tattoo, and my mom cried. My sister and I went together, and my mom cried, and she was like, oh my gosh, my girls have ruined themselves. And then my dad was like, there's my girls. They did not have tattoos until my sister passed away. And this, I could cry, but it would ruin my makeup. After my sister passed away, I watched my mom and dad absolutely struggle in existence after their daughter died. And my dad went and got a tattoo in her honor. And it was really cool. And my dad was a farmer, and his skin was beat. And it didn't, yeah, and you know what? And it probably wasn't the best tattoo, but it was his tattoo, and he didn't care. And he's like, this is for my girl, and this is perfect. And so my dad was 74 and my mom was 73. And my mom was like, no, because I got a tattoo. I got a tattoo. My dad got one first. I got one second. I got this one for my sister. And then my mom was like, heck no, you two are not going to be having no tattoos for her. Her name was Vicky, for Vicky without me. So my mom at 73 years old went in and got her first and her one and only tattoo for my sister who passed away. And she put it right here on her arm. Now, when my mom fell ill, she, would have to have quite a few IVs and everything. And I would be sitting there, and the nurse would come in, and they'd be like, well, which arm do you want me to draw the blood from? And sure as enough, my mother always picked the arm with the tattoo. And every single time the nurse would be like, oh, wow, what a pretty tattoo. And my mom would be like, well, that was for my daughter, and let me tell you a little bit about her. And it was just a way for my mom to be able to keep the memory of her daughter alive. And it was really cool just watching there and watching my mom lay there and talk about her daughter, my sister, in the most loving way. And it gave her that opportunity to be able to share that. And if you're wondering what tattoo she got, I will show you, because I got the exact same tattoo put on me after my mom passed away. So not only do I have a tattoo in honor of my sister, but I'm still carrying on that memory of my mom having that tattoo for my sister. So stand by. I got to show it to you without showing you my underpants. All right. So it's this one right here. Okay, up. It's right there. It's a heart full of roses. It has my sister's name and her birthday. And that, my friend, is the tattoo that my mom got for my sister. Okay. Teresa says, okay, I'm going to call and make my appointment for my first tattoo. I always have been afraid of needles. Okay. So Teresa, the thing is every time I go in to get a flu shot, if I walk into CVS to get my vaccines and they come at me with that needle, I almost throw up. I break out in a sweat, and I'm like, and the nurse will look at me and they'll be like, look at you, you're covered in ink. How can you be afraid of a needle? And I'm like, because you're coming at me with a single needle and you're going to jab it into my arm. That's why. And they're like, we don't understand. I go, you don't understand a tattoo. A tattoo, you don't see the needles, all right? Your tattoo looks like, the tattoo gun looks probably like, I don't know, like the tip of this, all right? And see this right here? You see this white? This would be the tip of the tattoo gun. This right here, this would be all the needles, all right? You don't see one big giant needle coming at you. So they take it and they're like, bzz, 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 bzz. And that's how you get a tattoo. I tell you right now, if they came at me with one big old needle and they were like, ka, 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 I would not have as many tattoos as I have. So I too do not like, needles, and I love tattoos. Teresa, you will not regret it. And then you're just going to be like, wow, you know what? This is my self-expression. This is who I am. And I just gave myself the freedom to show it. And yeah, that was a really cool story. And Dawn, thank you for asking that question. It was really nice. And it just reminds me of, my family. And actually my niece has the exact same tattoo on her leg. And it's just really cool. And it's a way that I carry my family with me in so many different ways. All right, y'all, that was it for the day. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, for tomorrow's live, come with a bicycle helmet on and a seatbelt because we are going to strap in and I am going to Lonni rant the whole time because we're looking at fashion over 50. I found an article from Good Housekeeping and it was like fashion over 50 fashion experts are telling you or showing you some fashion over 50. I looked at like the first 3 things and I was so angry. And I'm not going to yell, but I'm going to be very, very honest in my critique of these outfits. And then I'm going to show you some things that we really should be wearing over 50. Like those really cute pants that I'm going to purchase for myself today. Polly says, same here. I get lightheaded when I give blood, but totally fine to get an 8-hour long tattoo appointment. It's apples and oranges. It is totally different. And you know what? And I can't watch them draw blood. If I watched somebody draw my blood, I would be on the floor. They would be like, just lay there. I'll just take your blood while you're passed out. So, all right, everyone, I got to go. I love you dearly. I appreciate each and every one. Dawn, I am so glad you found me. Welcome. We are an amazing community with or without tattoos. It doesn't matter who you are. We are just a really cool community that gets together and we just support each other in our own efforts to be the best version of us we can be. And what time you come on? I'm in New Jersey. Oh, okay. It is 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I believe that would be 11 a.m. yours. Now, all of these are recorded. So if you do miss one, you can always check the live. All of my lives are everyone that I've ever done is on my page. So all right, everyone, I love you dearly. Again, I got to run and I will see you all tomorrow for some fashion over 50. Remember, be bright, be bold, be brave, get your tattoo, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.